All right. So this information is coming to you from Stu McGill. Stuart McGill is a doctor out of Canada, kind of a leading spine biomechanic guy. He's been around for a long time. This book is called Back Mechanic by Stu McGill. Super good one to have. A lot of good information, and it's for the user. So it's applicable to, if you're having some back pain or you're trying to get out of back pain or prevent back pain. So he talks about the big three that are non-negotiable to maintain spine health. And so what I thought we could do is we'll cover those three exercises. And today we'll talk about the McGill Crunch, try to break it down just a little bit so we understand what it is you're doing. But yeah, we will go through the three exercises over the next few videos. Great book. Once again, Back Mechanic. Buy it anywhere. Amazon, books are sold. Good one to have on your shelf. So let's talk about the McGill Crunch here. So maybe a little different. Don't get this confused with a sit-up or a crunch. Okay, it's a little bit different. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm creating awareness and stiffness with my abdominal muscles. That's really the big takeaway here. I'm going to set myself up. I'm going to take my hands, slide them underneath my low back, underneath that curve. This kind of support the curvature of the spine there, and also you can feel those abdominal muscles working. Next, one leg is bent, one leg is straight. So I'm going to straighten out my one leg while this one's flexed, and this just keeps the spine in a little bit safer position. So it's super easy looking, okay, maybe not as easy to do, but my goal is to create stiffness. So I'm going to go ahead and generate a little bit of stiffness down from my belly button into my fingers. The abdominal muscles stiffen, my belly button, my rib cage and my belt buckle come closer together, which creates stiffness. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just barely lift my shoulders, my head off the floor. And I'm going to relax. So what happens here is the abdominal muscles create stiffness and then movement happens. And the movement is very minimal. Stiffness. Head comes barely off, shoulders barely off, and relax. And I'm trying to chase the stiffness through here, learning how to create stiffness and activating the abdominal muscles. What we don't want is this. And a lot of it's going to start with your head. We don't want to curve the head in this case and round your spine. We're simply moving up, maybe at a 45-degree angle. Another way to think of this is if you had a scale underneath your head, you're just barely lifting your head off the scale. Stiffness and relax. So now, kind of our culture and stuff right now is we have a tendency to have some neck issues. So if you do that and you can't get out of your neck, you're stuck in your neck, you can't even feel your abdominal muscles, we need to get on to some strengthening of your neck. So one easy way to do that is to make some fist, come elbows under here, and just simply push your tongue to the roof of your mouth, keep your teeth closed, and push your hands up against your chin. And then relax. Harder is not better. Better is better. Okay, so just enough where you can begin to feel some of these deep neck flexors engaging. Okay, we don't want to brace all the way out with these big prime movers of the neck, but just a subtle lift up of your hands. Exhale and relax. So these are stabilizers that help to control your head, but a lot of times these are weak and these are overactive, and that can create a problem for your back health, for your neck health, and all that stuff. So he recommends doing these every day, kind of practicing, kind of like flossing your teeth, and really not doing high volume. So don't hold that for 40 seconds or minutes like that. Doing shorter bouts, okay, and more reps. So maybe you start off with a 10-second hold the first time. You do that for a week, and then maybe you do 2 sets of 10-second holds. Don't rush it, and just kind of add some layers to it as you go. Once again, it's focusing on creating abdominal stiffness and we will go ahead and work through the next two over the next week probably. But give it a shot. It's a great book, good one to have in your library. A lot of stuff on posture, hinging, things that we have probably talked about in the past to keep you healthy and doing the things you want to do.